Oh, hello. My name is Andy Kerr. You probably know that. I wanted to share with you a little bit about what we did the week before because some of you weren't here. So I wanted to go over what we talked about, and I shared a couple of stories about when we lose control in life. We actually had a clip, showed a car going out of control. It happened to me one time. It was an accident. Have you ever had a place in life where you actually felt like you were totally out of control? Um, when I was crashing my truck into a telephone pole, I felt out of control. But it may be more of a situation in dealing with your personal life, like when I had to go through my parents' divorce as a high school student, and what that was like, and how the choices that other people made a difference in my life, but it was like I had no control over what was happening in my life, and so I didn't know what to do. A lot of times we find ourselves in situations in life where we feel out of control. So when we feel out of control, where do we go? And when life is out of control, who is in control? And we talked about the fact that God is actually in control of all things. He's in control of nature. You know, the Bible talks about the fact, like in the book of Job, how God created everything. He has control over everything. We see that in the person of Jesus Christ, who, when he was here, actually calmed the seas, and he showed that he had control over nature. We also see in our personal life, and sometimes that raises questions. Well, if God is in control, how come suffering happens? And it raises some pretty big questions. And hopefully, maybe even today in our small groups, we can actually discuss some of those things. I think also, I'm consulting my notes. I think also that we have freedom in our choices in life. But if God is ultimately in control, um, how do we deal with the idea of making free choices? We believe that God has an ultimate plan for this life, but gives us choice in our life to make choices and to make mistakes. How does that work out? And I think finally we see God in control of history. The fact that from the beginning He created us, we walked away from God, and then um, in that, God had a plan in place to bring us back to a relationship with Him, and finally to lead us into a place where one day all pain, all suffering would be done away with, and He would bring us to that ultimate place that we call heaven, that final eternal destination with Him. And so we're going to talk about that today in our small groups. So thanks for coming. And if you have any questions throughout the night, you can talk to your small group leader or one of us even afterwards. So thanks a lot, everybody.